necessarily mean it's a bad division. And then with the playoffs, it's a one and out thing. Anybody can win, but it's just this whole it's amazing. I don't understand this whole anti-LeBron thing because that's all it is. We're gonna hype up some clown, or even though I love Giannis Antetokounmpo, we're gonna hype up some clown and make him over. We just gonna hype him up to diminish LeBron instead of hyping up LeBron and keeping your league going. And or how about hyping up the entire league? This is the stupidest league in the world. I hope Adam Silver starts hyping everybody versus just focusing on one player. Before you answer, Joe, or respond to what I just said, let me read D-Ray. If you watch the game now, before COVID, all players shot threes. Yeah, shot threes. They really don't run plays anymore. They just look for the three-point shot. They don't even go for short jumpers, mid-range. Exactly. Hell, they don't even have big man shooting jumpers. The game is getting soft and watered down. Back in the day, the three-pointer shot will be at the end of the game. If the game was close or if team drafted a three-point shooter most of the time. Exactly. It was strategy behind this shit. Exactly what D-Gray said. And that's why, I don't give a damn who playing in this new NBA. Thank you, D-Gray, for always contributing, man. Keep it coming. It's just, man, it's no strategy in this shit. That you come down, whoever shoot the most threes. And like I said last week, people may disagree with me. People may be rolling their eyes out of their skull. But if you gave me two experienced NBA, give me an experienced defensive guy and an experienced offensive guy, and I think I can coach in the NBA. And I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that. I would tell my players, look, bro, we're gonna run this triangle offense, or we're gonna run a motion offense. I want everybody on the floor to touch the ball, swing the ball. Everybody, like Coach, what's his name? What's the name of the shit? Coach Carter. I'm running Coach Carter offense from that damn movie. Everybody on the floor touch the ball. The reason I would do that is because I don't give a damn who you are. Shooting is 85% in your legs. And when you lose your legs, you can't hit threes. Ask Steph Curry. Everybody know he ain't clutch. No, he tired. By the end of the game, he's tired. He's more likely to miss an end-of-game shot than anybody in the league because he's shooting shots all night. If you make a shooter play defense, you'll beat. That's why for years, you live by the three, you die by the three. Because if we make y'all work and make y'all cover us, your ass is going to miss and we going to kick y'all ass. Speak on it, Joe.
Exactly. And exactly, I want to speak on Coach Carter, exactly what you talking about. He more so made them run every practice, and all they did was work on defense. So when it came time for the game, I guess Warren, whatever his name was, he was like, hey, Coach, you ain't working on no offense. He was like, we did. He was like, well, what did we do? The dude was like, run. He was like, exactly. I want you to run from the time we took the ball off to the time this game is over with. And at the end of the game, sure as it was, he said, don't worry. You see them huffing and puffing over there? This dude gonna miss this free throw, and we're gonna run down, we're gonna score and win. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be that simple.
It wouldn't be that simple. I mean, it's a move.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thought process. That's definitely the thought process, man. It's like, what's going on? Where's the strategy? I think Dre said something a little earlier as well. Dre. Except in the AFC and the NFC East. But back in the day, the AFC East had quality games. Quality teams. As a matter of fact, back in the day, you had Drew Bledsoe, you had Dan Marino, you had Jim Kelly, and the only team that was horrible was the Jets. So in the AFC East, they had football players. NFC East, the NFC over the last NFC East over the last 40 years have been consistently one of the toughest divisions in football. The Cowboys won in the last 40 years. They won 3 Super Bowls. The Giants have won 4. The Eagles won 1. The Redskins won 3 in the last 40 years. I mean, this is now the Redskins. They've been shaky over the last 20 years, but They up and down. The Eagles with McNabb, Randall Cunningham, Reggie White and that crew. The Giants with LT and his crew and Phil Sams, and then Eli and his crew. Those two divisions were the gold standard at one point.
Exactly. I was going to say the NFC East. Have they had like a repeat division leader in the past 5-10 years?
Well, McNabb won that motherfucker like forever. They go on runs, but the last 5 years, no, you're right. You did say 5 years. My dumb man.
About 5 to 10. I mean, it probably. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. At least it's always a different winner every year.
Right.
Every year.
So yeah, and then you got the Cowboys. They up and down. The Giants, they've been down over the last 3 to 5, but hell, they retooling. But even when the Giants go down, the Cowboys step up. When the Cowboys go down, the Eagles and the Giants step up. Outside of this Patriot run, outside of this little Patriot run, the AFC East back in the day used to be good. And then, none of them motherfuckers have a good quarterback. So it just goes straight to hell at that point. But I feel you, Dre. But it's always my point was it's a different style of football at every corner. Every time you turn around, it's a different style, and they are winning. And I mean, they're putting out respectable football. And this, you got the Legion of Boom. Then you had Eli and them. They was throwing the hell out the ball for 5 minutes, and they wasn't that good. But when they was running the ball with Jacobs and then with Ahmad Bradshaw and that crew, they won 2 Super Bowls. And then you got the Cowboys. They do well. They was cop and blow when Romo was throwing it around, and then they said Murray run the ball. They kicked ass, and then anytime they get away from running, they get their ass kicked. When they want to go all throw, they get their ass whooped. It's a mixture. The Bears division. Aaron Rodgers and them threw it all year. They got to the playoffs, kept trying to throw it, shut his ass down. It's just one of the Kansas City. Get the Cowboys. Dang. But it's just one of those. It's just one of those. I like a variety. I like different things to watch, and when you got different options, you have a better product. If you ask me, let me read this from D Great, and we check this out. The Lakers are making Dame take 50. Shoot 53s a game. Exactly. You make somebody shoot from deep all the time. That motherfucking shoulder's probably tired. They got nothing to do with that injury he got. Now, let me read this. He's not making them all the time. That's why Portland, Houston, and I'm happy and all those happy shooting teams will not win. The Lakers can go inside and beat you. And now, if Davis is on the outside, that might hurt the Lakers. No one can stop him in the paint. I totally shout out to D Great again.
I totally agree, D Great, because AD, it's like AD, he plays outside in, and that's the weird part. If you really take them jumpers and mid-range jumpers, and then try and get in at the last minute, you got to start doing that early. If you start inside and then start hitting them jumpers, pretty much like how KG used to do. He's pretty formidable.
Well, I'm gonna blame the coach and LeBron James for that. Before you respond to that, the dude who getting rolled up this week, Big Illinois in the building. What's good, bro?
Hey man, I'm calling the people on your ass. Hey Joe, what's up, man?
What up, brother? What up, man? Big Kelly.
What's good?
Chilling, man.
Chuck said there's absolutely no defense being played in the bubble. You guys know the teams were scoring 100 plus points every night back in the 80s. Yeah, but they were playing defense as well. I mean, I can't compare none of this basketball now to any other era. No defense is being played, hardly any physicality. It's a joke. It's a joke, and it's not entertaining at all. I mean, I understand guys like Joe, that y'all just love the game. I used to love the game. Give me college basketball anytime over professional basketball. Again, it's a variety of styles. It's coaching involved, and it's not just a bunch of running, shooting, and jumping. Speak on the Big Illinois before we write your ass up, man.
Speak on what as far as what the as bad as these playoff fields now?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the playoffs?
Only the East. Only the East been bad. These West series have been pretty good.
But the East is terrible, man. And shit, if you think about it, ever since the first game of the Lakers series, this shit been terrible. One of the Houston and OKC is they're turning out to be a good series. If Westbrook don't play, it's over for you.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Mavs, I think it's over for them too.
I don't think so this year. Man, like even though Porzingis not playing tonight, man, not saying I truly believe in Luka, but I'm putting some trust in him. I'm gonna put some trust in him because he's that player as of right now. He saw he got hurt. He tried to come back in, and he still couldn't play. He's still fighting. So that's what I'm looking at from him. Because he want to go out there and still show that he's balling.
Yeah, he's the truth, but I mean, the reason why I say it's over for them because I'm just giving Doc Rivers his props as far as being a veteran coach, and he's not gonna let them continue to let these other motherfuckers shoot these wide open shots.
Man, I think Doc was a 3-1 by shooting like that.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, let me respond to Chuck. They wasn't scoring 100 plus points. They played defense back in the 80s. That's what I mean. Do you know when the highest scoring game in NBA history was, Chuck? That was the Detroit Pistons scored 158 points. The Denver Nuggets scored 153. The Phoenix Suns are scoring 100 a night. The Seattle Supersonics 100 a night. The Portland Trail Blazers 100 a night. Dallas Mavericks 100 a night. The Celtics, the Sixers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Pistons. Don't fall for that nonsense. They weren't scoring points back in the 80s. They were just body slamming people. That's propaganda. The dudes back then had mad skills. Milwaukee Bucks, another high scoring team. There's a bunch of high scoring teams. That's just the nonsense. So you won't look back and realize that you had the Milwaukee Bucks with 2 NBA All-Star, 3? Sigma, Terry Cummings, Sidney Moncrief. 2 of those dudes in the Hall of Fame. Terry Cummings, in my opinion, should be. You have the Philadelphia 76ers. Dr. J, Maurice Cheeks, Mose Malone, Hall of Fame. Bobby Jones, Hall of Fame. Boston Strangler. If he hadn't got injured, he could potentially be a Hall of Famer. Bird had 4 Hall of Famers playing with him. I go down. Dominique Wilkins was scoring a shitload of points. He was leading the league in scoring. Doc Rivers, All-Star. John Battle, solid ball player. They were scoring points back there. I don't know why people are trying to act like. I'm glad he said Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz scoring a shitload of points back then. Frank Layden, Stockton Malone. That's that hype machine going and making people believe they weren't scoring points. They were just body slamming people and people was getting hurt. Those dudes were scoring they were scoring shitloads of points. Now, in the mid-90s, they stopped scoring so much because they slowed the game down. But they was balling in the 80s. Y'all can finish y'all saying. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think Joe dropped off. He smoking that marijuana again, man. But I just think, man, it ain't no strategy. And D. Gray said it best. All they do is come down, shoot threes. The mid-range game is gone. And I'm going to ask you what I asked Chuck. I'm going to ask you what I asked Joe. How long can this style of basketball keep people's attention?
As long as the analytics say that this is the way that they should play.
No, I'm talking about how long before people start saying this shit boring. I'm about to watch Matlock.
But it's not boring to the average viewer if you like sitting in a bar or something, or if you it's not boring to the 2K playing nation, pretty much. It's just like with Matt.
I understand that.
I know we're
understand that.
getting off the subject as far as